Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Veronica. Thank you so much for clicking the link to watch my video, so let's get started. Okay, so for today I'm actually going to be doing my favorite types of videos, which is foundation reviews, and I'm going to be reviewing. If it looks like I don't have a top on, I'm wearing a off-the-shoulder top, just to clarify. But I'm going to be reviewing my little favorite baby right now, which is the Stila Stay All Day Foundation and Concealer. So hopefully you guys can see that. And the concealer is, in there. As you guys know, I actually won the Stila selfie contest on Instagram that they had a few months back, and I went out and shot their fall foundation campaign. And I'm happy to announce that the fall foundation campaign is actually out right now in stores, and our videos and pictures are officially live. So I will link down below the Stila selfie video that they filmed of me so you guys can watch it on their YouTube channel. Please go show it some love. But overall, I really did like this foundation when they put it on me, but I'm going to go ahead and do an official review and let you guys know how it is on oily skin. So they gave me the full fall foundation line, but I'm going to go ahead and just use the One Step Prime Prep, which is the nourishing one that smooths. So it smooths out your pores and hydrates your face, which is this one right here. And it's the white one. I'm going to go ahead, because I am oily, I am going to go ahead and put my Becca Ever Matte Poreless Primer on my T-zone, because if I don't, this foundation doesn't stand a chance. I do have glitter all over my face, kind of. Let me zoom in. I do have a little bit of glitter all over my face due to me doing my eyes and not cleaning up the rest of my face yet. So if you see any little sparkly things, that's why they're there. So I'm going to go ahead and do the One Step Prime Preps, Smooths, and Nourishes Foundation Primer. So I got that, and I'm going to go ahead and pump. Ooh, so the consistency is very smooth and hydrating cool. So I'm going to go ahead and rub that all over my face. Oh, this is nice. It really feels, honestly, this feels like a moisturizer. You can definitely tell that it's already smoothing. Like, my skin feels super smooth. If you're oily, you definitely, and you only put this on, I would say you need to put on something that controls oil as well, because this, although it will make your foundation look super smooth, it may not last as long if you don't put something else over it. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with my foundation. So I am actually in the shade Deep 14. This is the Stila Stay All Day foundation. This foundation has been out for quite some time. So the biggest question I constantly get on my social media, which, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, what are you doing with your life? My social media handle is @RonieLuke, so that's RONIELUKE, and that's all of my social media. You guys should totally follow me on Instagram, because that's where I post all of my photos, and I always tag all the products that I use. Sorry if I sound a little bit under the weather, because I am. The Stila Stay All Day foundation is not anything new, but they did extend their color range. So I just want to give a hand clap for Stila, because the chocolate girls need colors too. And I am the second to deepest shade in their line, so there's one more that's deeper than my skin tone, and it's more red. So as always with this foundation, you just have to do this until it comes out. Oh, there we go. And I'm actually going to use the 33 Stila One Step Complexion brush, and I will put a little comment below if I messed up the name. But this brush is supposed to be able to put your foundation and concealer, or you can use this one for concealer as well. So I'm going to go ahead and use their brush, and then I'm going to go over it with my beauty blender, just because I want a smooth foundation. And I really like, this little thing right here, because you can mix foundation, and I always have to usually mix my foundation, and it's nice to not have it on my hand. Wow. So already I really like this brush, because I feel like, and this is my first time using it, And I'm gonna give you guys my honest opinion. Even though I am like a spokesmodel for their Stila selfie campaign, I am gonna give you guys my honest opinion. Right here, I really like the foundation brush just because it spreads it really smoothly and it makes you have more control over where the foundation goes, so I really like that. The consistency is a little bit thicker, but it's not too thick. Like, it's thin, but not too thin. And I would definitely say that this can be medium coverage. Yeah, it doesn't say on here what coverage this is, but I would say light to medium coverage. Definitely buildable, as you can see. I like this because it's so hard sometimes to do your forehead without getting it in your hairline and stuff, so I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start in with my beauty sponge just to kind of blend it all together because I do not like spots. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit more coats. This is kind of like my first layer. As you can see, it's pretty light coverage, and then the beauty sponge shears it out. So that's why you want to do, if you're looking for light coverage, then you can go ahead and use a brush or a beauty sponge, but if you're looking for full coverage, I recommend going in with a brush first and then building up your coverage. Now this brush, if you're like, oh my gosh, it's a little streaky when she's doing it, this brush is not meant, you can use it, like if I wanted it just to be only using the brush, then I would take my time and make sure that there's no streaks. But since I'm going over it with my beauty sponge, all I'm doing is just essentially spreading the makeup, and then that's it. I know it looks a little bit shiny, and that's because of the Nourishing Hydrating One Step Prime that I use. And if you have dry skin, especially sometimes I have combination skin, so sometimes in the winter my skin is dry, or sometimes if I'm using a new facial product it might dry my face out, and I feel like my makeup always looks smoother if it's hydrating. However, I am oily, so I am going to set my face with all matte powder so the shine's going to go away, but if you have dry skin, this is a game changer, or if you like for your skin to be hydrated. So since I have a texture issues, I notice that when my skin is hydrated, my foundation looks a lot better. So yeah, I'm comfortable with the 2 layers I have, so I'm going to go ahead and use the concealer and the lid, and I'm going to use the same, I'm still going to use the foundation side of the brush, and I'm just going to paint it and go underneath like that and get rid of my dark circles, because boy do I have dark circles. You could use this brush too. Let's try it. Oh, okay, that works good too. I think I'm gonna go with the big brush though, just because it spreads in a bigger area. Definitely for precision, you can definitely use the smaller side. And I like this concealer that's underneath it because it's a little bit lighter than your foundation shade, but it has a peachy undertone, so that way it can cancel out any darkness. So it's concealed my dark circles, but I am going to go ahead and go in with a different concealer just to brighten it up, because I do like that highlighted effect. If you don't like the highlighted effect, or if you're looking for a more natural, like everyday wear, then this concealer and foundation is perfect because it looks very natural, as you can see on camera, and all the darkness is essentially canceled out. But because I'm extra and I like a full B, I'm going to go ahead and go in with a little bit more concealer. So actually in the fall, well, it is coming up on fall, but later, and I think it's in a month or 2, they're actually coming out with a stick foundation, and I think this is going to be exclusive to, I think it's Ulta, but don't quote me. If it's not, I'll put a correction at the bottom of the screen, but this is going to be an exclusive to Ulta, I believe, and it has the same concept. So there's the concealer, and then it's actually a stick foundation. So now there's going to be liquid form and stick form. Alright, so I finished up my entire look. I used mostly all Stila products, so the foundation, the blush. My eyes are Kitten Karma in the, this is called the Glitter and Glows. So that's what I have on my eyes. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and wear this all day, and then I'll let you guys know my results. But I really like it. I love how skin-like I look. I did set my face with mattifying spray and mattifying powder because I'm oily, but overall I still like how it looks like my skin. So 2 thumbs up for the color range, 2 thumbs up for the consistency. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything, and I love it. So I will check back in with you guys a little bit later. Alright, you guys, hello, I'm checking back in. It is currently almost 4:30. So I've been wearing this foundation for, let me see, so 5.5 hours. So far my face honestly still looks good. It looks the same. My nose is getting pretty shiny, but that's normal. I did blot once, and that was about 2 hours ago, and all I did was just use my napkin, as you can see on the napkin, and I just pressed into my skin like so. And I don't re-put foundation on. So yeah, overall, let's get a close-up. I think it still looks pretty good. It looks the same. I like it. I think it looks really good. Alright everyone, so it's almost 6 o'clock, so I've been wearing this foundation since about 8 hours. 8 hours, it's a little over 8 hours, but so far I did blot once, and I just took like a napkin and then I just pressed it into my skin. I did not re-powder. I did not reapply any other products, and this foundation has literally stayed on all day. I'm actually not surprised, and I'm not just saying this. I wanted to zoom out a little bit more. I'm actually not surprised because every product that I try of the Stay All Day formula line literally stays all day, and this is no exception. My glitter and glow stays all day that I have on my eyes right now. My lipstick, have not retouched it. It looks the exact same. So that tells me that the foundation is along the same lines. I really love how it has the mixer, or the little hole, so that way you can add any type of products you need to mix with your foundation. Another thing that I like is I really love how the concealer is in the lid. But literally all you need is this to travel. I love how it has a really nice mirror on the inside. So that's really nice. Another thing that I love from the fall foundation line is this one-step complexion brush, and I used it to do my concealer and my foundation on the fat end, this big brush end, and I just painted over. This makes the process super quick, and then any hard to reach areas I use the pointed tip part, but overall I really like the products. I was a little bit hesitant with this Stila One Step Prime Prep Smooths and Nourishes as my smoothing primer because I was worried because I'm oily and I do have pores up around here and texture, but overall I think it did a really stand-up job. I love that it's water-based, so that means it's really lightweight on the skin and really nourishing and hydrating. And honestly, I am oily, as you can see my T-zone, my nose right here, but the foundation is not breaking up and it looks really good. The other product that I tried from the Stila collection is the Perfect Me Perfect Hue in the tan deep shade. I really love this blush. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. You can still see it on my skin, which is awesome because blush for me sometimes does not last as long, but this blush lasted a really long time. So overall, I wanted to give the products 2 thumbs up. This is my full face using this foundation. I am going to film another look with a very natural Stila influence look, meaning very light makeup, very natural but very dewy and glowy. So I will be filming that look up next with the Stila Stay All Day foundation, so stay tuned for that. Also, the campaign is live, so I will link the YouTube video down below and their Instagram and all of that, so make sure you guys go follow them and like the pictures that they picked for us girls. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. It is always a pleasure. Shout out to all the new subscribers, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!